Welcome to the Colorado Hypnotist, your resource for hypnosis and hypnotic things. I'm Charles, I'm a hypnotist, and I'm a smoking cessation specialist, and this video today is actually not going to be very hypnotic in nature, but it is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. So there are many ways that you can start smoking. People use patches, they use pills, acupuncture, hypnosis, but one of the cheapest ways that you can quit smoking is to just stop smoking cold turkey. People who try to quit smoking cold turkey a lot of the times have about a 5% chance of success. Now, before you decide to throw the towel in already, take this into consideration. If I offered you the chance to spin a wheel and that wheel had 20 slots on it, and if you hit the grand prize, you could save $2,000 a year for the rest of your life. Is that something you'd be interested in? Oh, and by the way, it doesn't cost anything to spin that wheel. So what I've done here is I've put together a short video with some tips. So if you do want to quit smoking cold turkey, hopefully you can have a little bit better chance, or you can increase your chances. So the first thing that I want to talk about are affirmations. And this is kind of a woo-woo thing, but it is something that a lot of salespeople use, a lot of realtors use it, and it's just a tool that helps your mind get into the mindset of whatever it is you're trying to achieve. In this case, into the mindset of a non-smoker. So there's a couple of ways that you can do this. One way is you can write your affirmations down every morning, like a sheet of paper, write it down 10, 15, 20 times. Or another thing that you can do is you can actually write your affirmations on your bathroom mirror with a dry erase marker. And then in the morning when you're brushing your teeth or shaving or doing whatever, you can sit there and you can read those affirmations. You can even say those affirmations out loud every morning. In the beginning, you're probably going to want to start with something like, I am a non-smoker and I choose to live this way. And then later on, as smoking starts to not be part of your identity, you can start to say things like, I love breathing clean air and I love living a healthy lifestyle. And then, if you decide that you continue to enjoy doing affirmations, you can use them for any other things that you want to improve in your life, or any other things that you wish to happen, like doing well on job interviews or experiencing success in your future goals, things of that nature. So the next tip that you can use to quit smoking is to find some new habits to do instead of smoking. And I know that there's kind of a negative connotation with replacing one habit with another, but the reality is you have hundreds of habits that you do all the time, and you really don't pay attention to most of them because they're not considered bad habits. But for instance, when I wake up in the morning and I'm getting dressed, I usually put my right shoe on before my left. But again, that's not the kind of thing that really matters. So when you're trying to think of some habits to do, obviously you're going to want to make them something healthy. I'm just going to give you a couple ideas real quick. Obviously, chewing gum is a very good habit. It's generally not very bad for you. There's even gums now that are good for your teeth. So that could help if you have stained teeth from smoking for so many years. Instead of a cigarette in the morning, you could wake up and have a glass of water, start to rehydrate yourself. After a meal, instead of smoking a cigarette, you can go for a walk. If you start to feel those cravings, like many people do when they first stop smoking, you can actually close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. And a lot of the times you'll find that will actually help get rid of your cravings. On a side note, when we smoke, it's one of the few times that we actually take deep breaths. You take your drag and so a lot of that relaxing feeling that you're feeling anyway is the deep breath, and not so much the nicotine and all those other chemicals. So another tip that's going to help you quit smoking cold turkey more effectively is not to wait until the end of the pack of cigarettes. And I've heard a million times people say, oh, well, I'll quit smoking after this pack of cigarettes is done. And chances are they're probably not. They want to quit, but they don't want to waste the cigarettes. And then they run out of cigarettes at a very inopportune time. And then the only choice that they have is to go buy more cigarettes. And now they have 19 more cigarettes that they have to smoke because they don't want to waste them. So the best thing that you can do is pick a time that you're going to quit smoking. I would recommend potentially like having your last cigarette before you go to bed at night saying, I'm going to quit smoking the next day. And then obviously you're going to want to get rid of those cigarettes. Don't just leave them on the counter or something like that. Actually destroy them, step them out, throw them in the barbecue pit, something like that. That way you're not tempted to start smoking again the next morning. One thing that I really think can help you out is to get rid of all of your smoking paraphernalia. Get rid of your lighters, get rid of your Marlboro bags, get rid of your Camel clocks and all that other stuff. So a while back, those cigarette companies, they came up with a great idea. They were like, how can we make our clients or our smokers want to smoke more? So what they do, they came up with this kind of box top system that is similar to collecting box tops from cereal. And then when you've used enough of their product, you get a little prize at the end. And that actually psychologically takes us back to when we were a kid, because, we use this product and we get some cool gizmo, and it feeds that need that we have. It also encourages you to smoke more. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to get a bag or a pool stick or something like that, you're going to smoke more cigarettes so you can get more box tops. And then the other thing that it does is it helps solidify that brand to your identity. If you have a Marlboro jacket or a Camel this or a Cool that, now you're basically advertising, hey, this is a part of who I am. And you're also advertising for that cigarette company. So get rid of all that stuff. I recommend throwing it away or giving it away. If you want to pack it up and put it in the garage, that's fine, but you don't need any reminders of who you used to be when you were a smoker. The last topic is going to be roommates. Roommates, significant others, spouses, any of those people that smoke can play a big part in derailing your plans and your goals to be a non-smoker. I know there will probably be a specific dynamic that you already have in your living space, but if you can manage to get your roommates to stop smoking in the house, in the common area, if you can push them out, maybe have them smoke outside or smoke in the garage, or if they can just limit it to one room in the house, that can really help you out, because then it's just not something that you're having to watch and deal with and smell and experience all the time. In many cases, if they do agree to this, that little bit of alienation will potentially be enough to make them want to quit smoking in the future too. And then you and everyone in your household can be living a healthier lifestyle. All right, so I hope that some of these tips will help you on your road to success. Keep in mind that none of them are mandatory, and likewise, none of them will necessarily guarantee success or failure. But if you find that if you put some or all of these habits into place, your goals of becoming a non-smoker will have a lot higher chance of being met than just that standard 5% that most people deal with. And of course, for those of you that need additional help quitting smoking, I highly recommend that you seek out a hypnotist, because it is a fantastic cool tool for quitting smoking. And of course, if you're in the Colorado Springs area, I highly recommend you come to Stop Smoking Now, coloradosprings.com, and I would be more than happy to help you quit smoking. We can set you up to make you an appointment. You can be smoke-free forever. So, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you do well in your future goals. Thank you.